Hey guys, and welcome to the first video on my new channel. Welcome to Morton Reads. If you're new here, before I start, like the video and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it if you join my reading journey on YouTube. So, before we get started, I'm going to explain what this video is, because I know the title says what I read in January / what I'm going to read in February, but I don't think I'm going to show what I read in February, mainly because I don't have a TBR. I don't have a specific what I want to read. I just have a general TBR. So, firstly, before I start, hi. I read 8 books in 2023, but I started reading in July, and I had a bit of a slump in October. It was a bit of a mess. I only read like 1 book, I think. So the books I read, I'm going to list them on screen here, and I'll put the star rating next to them. So, we don't really care about that now. It's 2024. It is almost the end of January when I'm filming this. It is the 28th. So this should be out on February 1st. Hopefully not later than that. But I'm going to show you what I read in January. So the first book, I want to say actually, I finished the first book of Shadow and Bone, on New Year's Day. But I'm counting it as last year because I think I had let me show you. Actually, because I have my reading diary here with me. Yeah, I literally didn't read for barely any time after, so this is my Shadow and Bone. I literally finished it on New Year's Day, but I counted it as 2023 because just to make it easier, literally. So, I don't think you can tell what I'm going to be reading after the first one. Of course, I read the second one, Seeds of Storm. This book, 4.5 stars. I'm looking at my reading diary, by the way, because I'm not going to remember everything. This book, it's very good. I actually quite enjoyed it. I think I read the first one 5. I might be wrong. But this, got it out in 6 days. Finished it on the 6th. That is honestly, I think, the quickest time I've read a book. It took me 6 days. So, I'm going to quote my reading diary right now. Put the text on screen as well, actually. This series, OMG, I can't. This book's ending literally hit me so hard, I was actually panicking. The drama felt much deeper this time, and I actually felt the stakes Alina was facing. This was the first of hopefully many more amazing books to come in 2024. I'm agreeing with myself. This book was really good. The whole series in general was a really good series. So, that was the first book I finished in 2024. Let's go on to the next one. So this one, I finished it quicker actually, looking down. Finished it quicker, it took me 5 days. The last book, Ruin and Rising, lovely. I love these covers, by the way, can I just say? I have the other one in the other room, but the covers, these are amazing. I think this one's my favourite. Like, look at that. The spines, can you tell I've been reading them? Bit messed up. But I don't know what to do to help that. I don't know. They're all messed up. It don't matter. Ruin and Rising. Rated this at 5 stars. I think it was an amazing end to the series. Literally, let's quote myself again. The last book in the trilogy. Wow, this is a roller coaster. The amount of times I thought someone was dead, but they're alive, and vice versa. I'm not going to read the rest because it's actually spoilers. But wow, it was this book, this series in total. I really enjoyed. I would say it was my first fantasy, but I started reading ACOTAR. I read the first book and DNF the second one, but these two, I'm going to count them as my first full series of fantasy, and I really enjoy fantasy, and these two were the perfect start. I wish I started with these before I started reading ACOTAR, because these are really good. These are amazing, not going to lie. Now, let's turn the page. Well, I rated the whole series 5 stars just because it was amazing. I finished it in 18 days, which for me, just over 2 weeks of reading 3 books. Amazing. Ruin and Rising was my favourite, obviously, because it closed off the whole series. It's really good. So now, this book, Six of Crows. I'm literally in her universe right now. What's it called? The Grishaverse. Grisha? I can't say that word, but the Grishaverse. Can you see that? Grisha. Grisha. I read another one. Honestly, I didn't think I would, just because, you know. But this Six of Crows is more hyped up than Shadow and Bone that I've seen. And, you know, I didn't actually rate it 5 stars. I don't remember why. It took me 9 days to finish this book. Rated it 4.5. Let's see. The reason it's not a 5 star is that I couldn't get into it for the first 60 pages. Yeah, it says here the first 60 pages took me 2 hours, almost 3 hours to read. Which for me, I usually read like, I want to say, usually an hour to read 50 pages. 50 or 60 pages usually takes about an hour. So I think I was reading slowly, but it was the beginning of the series anyway, so I was obviously trying to understand the world building. I want to show you the map on this one, actually, because I do like this world so much. And the maps. I don't think they have they have a second map. They have a second map. I love the maps. I want to know who actually draws the maps, because these are really good. I don't know. It doesn't say, I don't think. It might say somewhere. One sec. I don't know, but Six of Crows was really good. So, now this is where it gets slightly confusing. I'm reading the second one right now. I am, see how many pages in I am. 293 pages in. I doubt I'll finish this by the end of January, but if I do, I'm counting it. If not, that'd be sad. I really hope, because I reckon, if I think I'm that way through, again, the spine, you can tell I'm reading it. You can't really see. Can you see that? The spine's messed up. All my books have my spines messed up, but this one, so good. I'm preferring this so far to Six of Crows. Let me go onto my page, actually. Can you hear how bad they're reading? It's literally all the pages are falling out. Yeah, so far I've been reading this for 5 days, so this is going to take me much longer than Six of Crows. But these two, this is going to be the end of my Leigh Bardugo. Sorry, that was difficult to say. Leigh Bardugo books. I'm not going to read any more of her books. Wait, what else has she done? I swear she's done other books as well. Let's have a look. It's in here. Yeah, so she's done King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. I'm not going to read them, mainly because they don't interest me. And The Language of Thorns and The Lives of Saints. Again, I'm not going to read them, but very cool. Lovely. So, wow. That's what I read. This has been, so far, first month of the year, and I've read more. I've read half of what I read last year in 1 month. That is amazing. Talking about last year, I'm going to go now and read my 2023 stats. I'll show you them actually. The pages are falling out, and we're not going to talk about that. But look, so I've done see, they're falling out. My 2023 reading year. I'm going to read it to you now, okay? 2023 stats. I read 8 books, which added up to 2,864 pages, which I've actually read almost 2,000 so far. So, amazing. I DNF'd 1 book, which was A Court of Mist and Fury, and I wrote the reason down. It felt very slow-paced and difficult to want to pick up every day, which was true. I was trying to get through it, but then there was bits where it was really slow. Nothing was happening, and I was just like, oh, no. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath, actually. Whew. Anyway, the minutes that I read last year, 3,653. That was a lot. That's actually so many. I read 2 books 5 stars. I wonder what they were. I don't remember. But my favourite book last year was Shadow and Bone. I haven't got it with me, but Shadow and Bone was the last book I read that year, 2023. And it was my favourite. Literally so good. Okay, so overall, this year's been the year I got back into reading, which is true. I started reading in July. And honestly, you could say it's been very fun to explore genres, which is true. I used to never read fantasy. I used to read, like, I don't know what the genre is. Like, last year I read all of Alice Oseman's, what are they called, like, novellas? I'll put like a picture of one of them, like Radio Silence and Loveless are the most popular ones I've seen. I read all of them, which I actually enjoyed that, but I doubt I'm going to read any more stuff like that. Okay, so now, goals for 2024. These goals, I've already, actually no I haven't. I don't know what I'm saying, I've already completed them, I haven't. So I want to read 20 books, which I think is good. The way I figured that out was, last year I read 8 from 7 months. So if I read every month, like, how many books? Like, more than 1 book a month. Yeah. That'd be really good. And last year, like, it's all about reading pace. It depends if I would have done 24, but I won't read 2 books a month. Because I might have, like, a book slump, stuff like that. So I thought of that. I need to look at the camera. See, you can tell I'm new to this. Also, so, anyway, I want to read 5,000 pages, which what I said, I've already read almost 2,000. I've read 1,920 something, I think. So after I finish Crooked Kingdom, which has 500 in. Wait, where am I? I'm like over halfway at this, so I'll go over the 2,000 mark with this. So, also, another 2024 goal, I want to read a new genre, which is mystery/mystery thriller. I don't know what the difference is between thriller and not thriller, but I want to read some of them sorts. That was loud. Which I'm actually going to read a mystery thriller next, which is House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I have 2 of that author's books on my TBR. I have House Across the Lake and another one, I don't remember. But I want to read A House Across the Lake. I'm reading that next, which I'm really excited for. I'm scared I'm not going to like it. I just want to read mystery. I want to get into it. But I want to read another thing. Old series I never read. I want to read Harry Potter. I want to read the Harry Potter series. I've watched most of the films. I read like 1 or 2 of the books, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm not going to say that because we've only just almost started February, so hopefully I can read it, but I'm not sure it's going to interest me because I've seen the films. I know what happens. I don't know. Hopefully we can try. We can try and read that series. Finally, for my 2024 goals, I want to read 1 book for my TBR. It's not a book, what I put on here. It's this whole series, the Cruel Prince series. I want to read that. I really want to read the Cruel Prince series. It's been so hyped up, and also the covers look really cool. Put the Cruel Prince up. It's really nice. It's amazing. Okay. But yeah, that is what I read in 2023, 2024. This is my reading diary, by the way. It's got Taylor Swift stickers on it. Very cool. Looks nice. Lovely. But yeah, that's what I read in January. I don't think I'll finish Crooked Kingdom this month. It might go over to next month, but I'm not mad about it. I've already read 3 books. Very exciting. So, thanks so much for watching my first video on my channel. Hopefully I'll be coming out with videos like... I'm hoping I'm not just going to do wrap-ups. I want to try and do reading vlogs. I'm going to try and do a 24-hour reading challenge this year. Hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, just because I'm a mood reader. I think I've realised that I'm a mood reader, so hopefully we can do a 24-hour challenge, but I might have to do the timer method for that. If you don't know what the timer method is, it's where you put 24 hours on a timer. You time yourself reading. If you pause it to like eat, sleep. I'm not gonna do it overnight. Hopefully not, because if I do, that'll mess me up so bad. But hopefully I'm gonna try and do that. Videos. Hopefully I'm gonna try and do like book shopping videos. For me, like most people have like massive TBRs of all these books. My TBR, I haven't got any books from them, which is scary because I need to get the next book before I finish Crooked Kingdom. So hopefully I can do that But anyway, enough of that. This video, first video on my channel. I'm very excited to start this channel. If you are too, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what you've read so far in January. I wanna know. What have you read? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!